So first win of the season had to do it the hard way, huh?
Yeah, I mean, well, it was. Yeah, certainly you don't draw it up like that. I think as I said, it showed the mettle of this football team. What these guys are made of. We have a lot of new faces here, a lot of new guys that we're looking to rely on, and oftentimes you don't get tested. You don't get tested like this certainly early on in the season, and good, bad, or indifferent, it's a good opportunity for you to find out what type of kids you've got, and if they're there's certainly some things we need to build on here as far as the way we finished and the dumb penalty on the kickoff and things along those lines. I mean, those are not ways that championship teams end games, and that's what I talked to the guys about, that we need to do a better job of finishing and taking these victories home, and not putting ourselves in the bind that we did and having to stop them, at the 25-yard line here on the way in. So, it's a good win for us from the standpoint that we got to find out what the heart of this football team is. At the same time, there are a lot of areas that we have to improve on, turnovers and stupid penalties.
Since you guys are on the road so much now, I mean, 3 weeks in a row on the road, how important is it to get this win at home to start the season?
Anytime you start your season off with a divisional game and then ultimately a divisional win, it's huge. We knew, and this, I think if we play this Guilderland team 10 times, I think it's probably 5-5. This is a very good football team. They've certainly changed their approach. They were very well prepared tonight, both defensively and what they did offensively. I loved with some of the stuff that they did. And shoot, they're a running football team now. They're not the the Chuck and Duck that they were a year ago with Smith, and got that quarterback is just he's something special. He's outstanding. There were two good quarterbacks out here on this field tonight, both in their own right, both doing what they do, and it was a great night of high school football.
What does it say about John and your team and John in particular that you guys overcame some of those turnovers and started making big plays again?
Well, two of those turnovers were Johnny's, and that I think, to answer your question, it speaks tremendously to his courage, to his how his ability just to kind of stick with the program. A year ago, that kid would have been so deep in his pocket, we wouldn't have gotten him out of that funk. He would have just stayed in that, and there would have been no recovery from it. We find out now as a senior that he's got, he's really showing that, the senior factor that we look for in these guys, and tonight he had an opportunity to prove whether he was going to have it or not, and he did. He certainly did.
And what do you? Lost my train of thought here. What was the difference in the second half with your offense? It seemed like you guys really got things going.
We made a couple of adjustments, a couple of schematic adjustments at halftime that obviously first play from scrimmage worked fairly well for us. It caught them. I think it caught them maybe a little bit on their heels, and defensively they showed us what we thought we were going to see. They were better than we thought they were going to be as a coaching staff. I think in certain positions we thought we could do certain things with the personnel we had out there, and the bottom line was we couldn't. Their kids at certain spots were just flat out better than ours, and so those were what stemmed some of the adjustments that we made at halftime, was try to create some personnel. Better personnel, more advantageous personnel matchups for us.